The NASCAR Whelen Euro Series will continue its travels around Europe and for the first time ever will head to Most in the Czech Republic on the 29th and 30th of June. With 4 races over the course of the weekend, there'll be plenty for the fans and the drivers to get excited about. The NASCAR Grand Prix of the Czech Republic also marks the halfway point of the 2019 season. Close racing and pure racing are guaranteed. But when the checkered flag falls, who will claim the win? Welcome along, everybody, to Autodrome Most here in the Czech Republic for the first ever visit to Eastern Europe of the NASCAR Whelen Euro Series. Beautiful, clear blue skies. Lots of racing to look forward to over the weekend. The drivers are ready, and so are the fans. 2 divisions, 4 races per weekend. Elite 1 is for the pro drivers, where Alan Day is the championship leader, and Elite 2 is for the young and the amateur drivers. Giorgio Maggi leads the championship. It's a 4.21 kilometre circuit, that's 2.62 miles, and as you can see, there are 21 corners to deal with. Well, at Brands Hatch, Alan Day secured his 3rd win of the season, which means he heads towards the Czech Republic as the championship leader on 221 points, 19 points ahead of Stinis Longines, and Nicola Rocca is 3rd. So it will be a 17-lap race for round 7 of the 2019 NASCAR Whelen Euro Series, and Nicola Rocca will start from pole position, having put his PK Car Sport Chevy on the front row of the grid. Loris Hasemans lines up alongside him at the wheel of the Hendricks Ford. Buckle up, everybody, we're about to go green for round 7 of the 2019 NASCAR Whelen Euro Series. Neat 2x2 order, the lights go out, and it's a good start from Loris Hasemans from the outside of the front row of the grid, but the first corner is a tight right-hander. Hasemans is going to take the lead here, and Stinis Longines might be through into 2nd place as we go on board with Alan Day, who's right in the thick of the action. To his right-hand side is Jacques Villeneuve. The 2 of them absolutely together, but Villeneuve just gets the jump over the Israeli, who drops down through the order. Great noise from the V8 engine, 400 brake horsepower to try and tame, and Alan Day looks to try and get himself back alongside Jacques Villeneuve to try and steal the place back, but then runs wide and over the curbs. Luca Lasser goes through, Thomas Ferrando goes through, and there goes Sebastian Bleekie-Molen as well. Not a good first lap for the championship leader. The back-to-back champion, the double champion, is outside of the top 6 and coming under pressure from the Solaris Motorsport Chevy of Francisco Cini. Over the start-finish line, lap completed. Alan Day looking to try and attack, get one of the places back, this time on Thomas Ferrando, his Cal Racing teammate. He's got the inside line, he's got the run, he's already ahead as they head into the braking area for the chicane. And now he's trying to squeeze his way past Luca Lasser as well. He's up the inside of Jacques Villeneuve. There's contact. Alan Day and Jacques Villeneuve make contact. Alan Day spins through 180 degrees. And that has surely caused damage to both cars. Loris Hasemans still continues to lead. Nicola Rocca, the number 24 for PK Car Sport, the Chevy, in 2nd place. And here's 2 teammates fighting away for Memphis Racing. Henry Tuamala under pressure from the team owner, Alexander Graf, in the 77 that sits behind. But Graf has got Gianmarco Ercoli for company. We go on board with the Swede, heading down the start-finish straight. To his right goes Gianmarco Ercoli. Snatch breaks from Henry Tuamala ahead as they head up towards turn number 1 and turn number 2. So Tuamala goes through the gravel and loses out, and Gianmarco Ercoli, having gained the place going into the corner, loses it on the way out. Fantastic racing, pure racing here at Autodrome Most. Looks as though Luca Lasser is under pressure as well. The black car just heading through shot now, under pressure from Sebastian Bleekie-Molen, who is having his best performance so far since joining the NASCAR Whelen Euro Series. Loads and loads of experience has Sebastian Bleekie-Molen, as this time Luca Lasser, 2009-2010 champion, snatches the brakes heading up towards turn number 1. Can Bleekie-Molen squeeze his way through? No, the driver we've seen racing in Super Cup Porsches previously cannot gain the place. There goes Loris Hazemans, though. He is surely looking good for a race victory here. Nice and neat and tidy. He's got the gap that he needs between himself and Nicola Rocca. Over the start-finish line he goes. 4 laps to go. And Loris Hazemans leads the race here at Autodrome Most, the first ever Czech NASCAR Grand Prix. Smoke ahead, and that is Loris Hazemans. The engine's gone bang. Look at the smoke coming out of the tail end of the Hendricks Ford. Disaster for the Dutchman. He retires the car in a cloud of smoke up at turn number 1, and that will have put oil all over the circuit and all on the racing line, and it now puts Nicola Rocca into the lead of the race. He heads out of turn number 20 up towards turn number 21 as the marshals deal with the fire, but the oil on the circuit has brought out the safety car, and we are going to finish under safety car here. So 1,386 days after he last went to victory lane, Nicola Rocca claims another win in the NASCAR Whelen Euro Series. That is victory number 4 of his career. Not the way he would want to win it, but he will be more than pleased. He will take the championship points as he heads to victory lane and enjoys the celebrations. Let's hear from our race winner.
First of all, I'm really sorry for Loris because it was a really tough race. I pushed so hard, and I guess he was pushing so hard as well, and it's such a shame that he finished that way because I thought that I could have catch him, and then at that point it would have been better for the fans as a battle between us. But you know what, that's motorsport, and you gotta embrace it. So right now, yeah, I'm over the moon, so happy. Thanks to everyone. Pole position for tomorrow, so yeah, it feels great.
Nicola Rocca stands on the top step of the podium. He claims the overall win, but he also claims the win in the Junior Trophy for drivers aged under 25 years of age. And in the Challenger Trophy, Henry Tuamala took top spot. Well, it's the first visit to Autodrome Most for the NASCAR Whelen Euro Series. We've been blessed with beautiful clear skies. The fans have enjoyed what they've seen so far, and we caught up with Elite 1 driver Ellen Law to gauge her thoughts on the event.
It's a great debut, absolutely fantastic, unbelievable, very accepted already, many spectators. That's nice to see. It's a perfect track for our cars. Definitely a lot of action in the car, a lot of sliding and work in the car to do, so really nice, and I think it's a great event for the first time in Most.
So Ellen Law is certainly enjoying her experience of Most, but what does she think about the fans, and could Eastern Europe be a regular feature on the calendar in the future?
In general, the motorsport is really on a high level of acceptance and good quality of fans, meaning they know each other, they follow the races since years, and so the potential in Eastern Europe is great for NASCAR, sure.
In the Elite 2 division last time out, Lasse Sorensen did the unthinkable. He won both races, and one of them from the back of the grid. But Giorgio Maggi leads the championship by just 4 points from Vittorio Gorelli coming in to this weekend. The Elite 2 drivers will have 14 laps of racing here for round 7 of the championship. In the qualifying session for Elite 2, it was the championship leader, the number 50 Ford of Giorgio Maggi, that qualified on pole position. And amazingly, in 2 hours, Hendricks Motorsport have changed the engine on the car after the problems in the Elite 1 race. And Maggi starts for the first time on pole position. To his left-hand side is Lasse Sorensen. Buckle up, everybody. We go green for the first time in Elite 2 this weekend. It's a good start from Giorgio Maggi. But of course, that engine is fresh in the car. They have not had a chance to test it. They did the out lap from the pit lane, they did the warm-up lap, and now they need to keep their fingers crossed that everything is good. Neat and tidy, everybody safely through turn 1 and a slightly tighter turn number 2. A little bit of dust being raised as a couple of cars just dip their toes into the gravel, but no contact. Everybody safely through the first couple of corners as they charge their way now through the twiddly parts of the track, round through turns number 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then the 360-degree hairpin at turn number 10. It is Giorgio Maggi that leads, Lasse Sorensen in second place, and Andre Castro, the American, struggling with a right arm injury this weekend. They've adapted the car to make it more comfortable for him, sitting there in third as we go on board with Jesse Vartiainen looking to try and close the gap. There's contact. Vartiainen makes heavy contact with the back end of Alessandro Brigatti, and they are both in the gravel at turn number 20. Safety car comes out, we get the race back underway, and it's another good restart from Giorgio Maggi, who looks to try and repay all of the hard work that Hendricks Motorsport have done to even get that car on the grid. They got the engine in and it fired up with literally seconds to go. Andre Castro up into second place. It looks as though Lasse Sorensen is down into third position, but then Castro is slow coming out of turn number 2, and Lasse Sorensen, the Dane, the big Dane, has got a run on the American here through the kink at turn number 4, up towards turn number 5, and looks as though Sorensen is through, briefly losing the spot, regaining it just a matter of corners later, and Andre Castro is back down into third place. The front 3 breaking away. Fourth place, Advait Dioda with a good move up the inside of Martin Dubeck at the wheel of the number 7 Hendricks Ford, but Dubeck fights back, heading up towards turn number 21. The Czech driver can't make it through his home NASCAR Grand Prix this weekend, desperate for a good result. Side by side further down through the order as Vittorio Gorelli throws one up the inside of Nicholas Risitano. Gorelli moving over to the number 11 PK's Car Sport Chevy for this weekend, through and ahead of the race 2 winner from Valencia, that being Nicholas Risitano. Side by side coming out of the corner as back towards the leader, we can see that the gap has come down here. Giorgio Maggi working hard in the latter stages of the race to try and keep Lasse Sorensen at bay. It certainly looks as though the number 50 Ford is under pressure, but Sorensen is running out of time and running out of options to try and overtake. Round through turn number 10, they accelerate their way through the kinks at 11, then up towards 12, and then the fastest corner that we've got briefly onto the brakes, down into third at turn number 13, and pitch the car in towards the right-hander. Sorensen is pushing hard, but Giorgio Maggi has the advantage as they head up towards turn number 20 for the final time. Just one more corner to go for Giorgio Maggi and Hendricks Motorsport for them to come through and claim what for Maggi will be his second career victory in the NASCAR Wheel and Euro Series. He comes through to grab the win from Sorensen in second place, Andre Castro in third, and then it's Advait Dioda, Justin Kuntz and Martin Dubeck at his home Grand Prix finishes in 6th position. What a fantastic result for him at the wheel of that Hendricks car. But the sister car to it and Giorgio Maggi are in victory lane. 2 hours ago, the engine was out of the car. They now claim a win.
Yeah, after the tragic with Loris, the guys managed just to pull it in a minute. And yeah, it ran, although not completely perfect. Although it was a miracle, because that's one reason I love these guys, because nobody asked a question, can we make it? Just did it, and it worked out.
Delight for Giorgio Maggi as he claims top honours in round 7 of the 2019 NASCAR Wheel and Euro Series Elite 2 division. As a result of the overall win, Giorgio Maggi also secured victory in the Rookie Trophy for drivers in their first season of NASCAR racing. In the Legend Trophy, Eric Dodonka claimed his first win of the season, and Ariana Cassily claimed the Lady Trophy. That's all from round 7, but don't go far. Round 8 is not far away.